Hello everyone. Welcome to Hugar Social Academy. I'm your mentor Srikanth Hugar. It is very important to run a life present day. There is a need of a money. Money which plays a very important role in the development of economically as well as socially. The money helps us to increase of the per capita income as well as the standard of living. Today, if you want to have purchase any sort of thing, there is a requirement of the money, which in an economically word, if we talk, we call it as a finance. We call it as a finance. Now, this finance, right, which will be used in a different form. Finance which will be used in a different form, whether it may be related to the short term or whether it may be related to the long term. Now, short term, long term, the purpose of this what it is that achieve something, to achieve something in a future, or we can say to have a progress in the future. Like in the banking transaction, if uh, you have gone through the fixed deposit or the recurring deposits, which says regarding the money which has been spent, and to have a proper return of it, then we have to wait for some period of a time, so we will get a proper return. See why I am saying these all things. It's because when we talk of our individual, when we talk, so word comes family, which consists of, it may be the joint family or it may be the nuclear family, and definitely elder person of the family, he runs the family. Why he runs the family? It's because he has to fulfill the needs of his family, and to fulfill the needs of the family, he does the job, and at the end of the day, in the sense after completion of a month, he gets some lump sum money of his work. That is nothing but it is his budget. It is his budget, family budget. Okay, the family budget, why I'm saying, it's because with that money he has to run the his family, and he has to fulfill the needs of his family. So the if we talk about our fathers, our father, what they will do after earning the money after a month, now whole money he will not keep in the bank. How much of money he got, it will be in his hand, but all the money he will not spend. What he will do with those money which he got, he will make a proper plan of it, right? Like how much electricity bill, how much of water bill, how much of school fees of the child. Okay, some portion, right? How much of school fees, how much of kirana products, how much for the vegetables, and some more other things like traveling somewhere, went outside, or it may be the TV currencies, mobile currencies. In this way, we will take out. Okay. Now, the money which he took out will be considered not as a saving, will be considered as an expenditure. It's an expenditure. And after taking out those all things, what money remains with him, it is nothing but saving. It is nothing but what it is, it's a saving. Okay, so this is the common thing which is being followed in all the houses, all the houses. In the same way, even the government also does. Today, in this session, we are going to learn about the chapter public finance and budget. We are going to learn the topic called as a public finance and budget. Okay, from which part? From the economics. From which one? Economics. Very important topic. Okay, public finance and budget. The example which I have given related to the family. Okay, that is also relates to the which one? To the public finance. How it relates? See, to us, how many members we are there is equal to a family. But to a country, how many citizens are living here in the country? They all are their family. The constitution has given us the power to vote, right? We do the voting to choose a representative. And the same constitution given a power to the representative that it says you are being chosen by the people, so you have to work for the welfare of the people. And the same constitution has given the power to the representative that to form a government, the government which will work for the which one? For the welfare of the people. Okay, there is a line, there is a connection, there is a connection, it is right. And we people, we know very well that we can't do these all things day to day basis. So what we did, we have handed over the work in the hands of the government. But the government again, what he says that yes, your every wishes will be fulfilled, every work will be done, what you demand will be given to you. But for that, what is required? Money is being required. So you are going to give me the money in the form of taxes, different form of taxes, and we happily accepts it and we pay the taxes. And the taxes which we pay in return, those money he will once again spend on the way on the public as a well for the welfare of the people. Okay, got. Now on the basis of this only, what it is, then public finance will be done. Now what is this public finance? It is, say, when we gave the example of family, that is the personal finance. It's a personal finance for the family. Okay, but it is not. Now we are not talking about the personal, we are talking about whole number of people who are living here, because that is a big family. So here it's a public finance. It is public finance which refers to the manage of the finance which is being managed by the government in the form of expenditure, in the form of investment, right, in the form of disinvestment, in the form of welfare of the people. In this form, what it is that it is been done. Okay, what it is, it's a public finance which is being managed by the government in the form of income, expenditure, debt. Okay, income, how much he earns; expenditure, how much he spends; and debt, debt, debt. Okay, borrow of the money, borrow of the money for the development work. And every government does it, every government does it. So these three words are very important, which talks about the public finance: income, expenditure, debt. So these all together converts into the way into the public finance. So this public finance is very very important, because as I said, this finance is nothing but it is collected from the public itself. Okay, and who is going to spend the money? The government is going to spend the money. On whom the government is going to spend the money? It is going to spend the money on the public. Okay, the government which spends the money for the welfare of the people, we see that that country will be having a lot of progress. Okay, lot of progress. We are living in a developing country, so developing country needs of the lot of development. And dear, as we all know that we people are in a need of many things which we call it as a basic amenities. Like, if we are having the house, we need, there should be a proper road, there should be a proper lane, there should be a proper drinking facility, there should be proper street lights, there should be a proper drainage system. Okay, there is a nearby, there is a need of the bus stops, there is a need of the police stations, there is a need of the market. Okay, there is a need of the park. These all things are being given by the home, by the government. Okay, we all these comes under the way under the public finance. And government always what he does, right? You might have listened even the word regard, like word called as a finance minister. The finance minister who will be all in the state also and who will be in the central also. The state finance minister will bring up the money for the state purpose, and the finance minister of the central government bring the money package for the central also. So when we look over both, is equal to same. There will be no big difference will be there. It's a talk about only about the money which is been brought for the development purpose. So when he brings it, he always government always, right, shows more expenditure, less income. Shows more expenditure, less income. And why he does it? To balance the gap between the income and expenditure. Always shows more income, sorry, more expenditure, less income to fulfill the gap, right? In further my topic, I will say in what way he fulfill the gaps. Okay. So now public finance, right, which totally speaks related to the development. Now, when we look over the small difference between the private and between the public, okay, private finance as well as which one about the public finance. Okay, dear, one thing it should be in, it should directly come in your mind. Public is nothing but what it is, government it is, right? Private is nothing but it's a personal. Got? Okay, private, public. Now when we talk do the difference, when we do the difference, it's a talk about which is about the private finance. And when we say private financing, in the private finance, very simple thing it is being followed. The thing is what, every after the end of the month, the parent, the father, or the one who is earning the money, he will get the money. Okay, and directly he will receive in the hand, in the hand, which he can able to count, which he can able to count. Okay, but the same thing in the public, when we say it is unable to count, it's a bulk of money which has been accumulated. Okay, in the private, what it is at, money will be calculated in the hand. It's because it's a small amount, and this side it's a big amount which in a hand it can't be calculated. This is the first one. Second, what it is that, right, private or the personal finance which is there. Okay, this personal finance will remain very confidential, very confidential. Confidential in the sense the money which he gets, right, there will be no disclose related to how much of money I have got, how much of money is there in the bank, how much I'm going to do the expenditure, how much of saving is been there. There will be no such things will be there. Okay, got? Now, but in this side towards the public finance, now here budget can't be kept secretly, or the finance can't be kept secretly. It has to say in front of the home, in front of the public, that how much of income has been came and how much of expenditure is been there. This is one. Okay, another side, in the personal finance, whatever investment will be done, whatever expenditure will be done, whatever savings will be there, everything belongs to the home, to this person itself, private. But when toward that side we say expenditure, it may be there, income it may be there, investment it may be there, everything belongs to the home, to the public, to the government. Okay, so that again it has to be what, it has to be brought up. So here in the public, our finance minister, it will put in front of whom, in front of the public, in front of whom, in front of the public, related to that how much of expenditure has been happened, how much of income is been there. These reports, the data, it can be easily, it can be, we can get it. Okay, so in this form there is a big difference between the private finance as well as the public finance. Okay, so on the basis of this only we can easily understand that what does this private finance or personal finance means, what this public finance and the government finance it means. Okay, this is one of the very important question. It's because this question has already appeared in the annual exam, and now this question is been since from long 2 to 3 years it has been not asked. So it shows it's that there is a lot of we have to give our stress towards the difference between the public and private, and this question will be asked only for the 2 marks, only for the 2 marks. So you can go through the difference between the public as well as the private. Okay, so hope properly you have understood. In my next session, I will continue with the same topic, public finance and the budget, by knowing what is the importance of the public finance, right? And lastly, as I said, go on watching the full video, then only you will be able to understand properly the concept, and it will even make you easy to learn and understand about that topic. And as you don't forget to like, share as well as the subscribe and comment also regarding if any of the queries are being there.